Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of TLDR Addiction. Today what I'd like to talk about is an aspect of the treatment of addiction that also is useful across a number of different categories called mindfulness and mindfulness meditation. So what mindfulness is, it's kind of become almost a buzzword right now where it's being thrown around a lot, but really at its core, the idea of mindfulness is that you are anchored in the present moment, and that you are noticing what's going on around you. So essentially our mind is wired to jump around everywhere. It goes into the past, it goes into the future, thinks about work, it thinks about family. It's always all over the place, but we're very rarely just present. And the issue with that is that when we're not really anchored in the present, and really seeing the things around us, being fully aware of our life, is that we're not aware of what's going on inside, and it's very easy for an emotion or for a craving to really rise up and hijack us, essentially. So what the idea of mindfulness and then mindfulness meditation is you start to really separate yourself, you, from your thoughts and your feelings, so that you start to see that you are not your thoughts, you are not your feelings, you are the awareness, you are the consciousness that experiences your thoughts and feelings. So when you're able to do that, what you start to see is that feeling, that craving that you're having, or the feeling of anger, of depression, of anxiety, you see that as just simply a passing phenomenon, essentially, of the body, a passing phenomenon of the mind, a reaction to a situation. But instead of being caught up in it and having it have to determine your actions, you then get to choose how you respond. Because you could say, oh, I'm having an anxious feeling, I'm having fear, I'm having a craving. How do I want to respond to that urge? How do I want to react? And that really gives you far greater freedom than if you were just caught up in it and it was all that there was. What mindfulness meditation is about is you choose an anchor point that's present, oftentimes your breath. So the feeling of air going in, that tension, and then that feeling of release when it comes out, and that's your anchor point for the meditation. But then what you do is you notice when your thoughts drift. A lot of people think that meditation is about clearing your mind. Not really. Ideally that might happen, and you're just solely focused on your breath. But in reality, that's not how it works. And your mind jumps all over the place, and the goal of meditation truly is to notice those thoughts, to notice those feelings, to notice when your mind jumps, and then to bring it back. And then to notice when your mind jumps and bring it back over and over and over again. And what that does is, again, it builds that awareness of the mind, that awareness of feeling, so that when you are caught up in something, you can see it. You can step back, you can say, hey, this isn't what I really want to be doing, and choose something different, such as with a craving. And instead of giving into it, maybe you reach out to your sponsor, maybe you reach out to a loved one, you do something other than the negative action. So thank you for joining me for TLDR Addiction this week. If you're interested in learning more about mindfulness and mindfulness meditation, please check out the audio that I have also posted to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to add to that on a weekly basis and build up a nice library there. So I look forward to talking to you all soon.